everyone. My name is Daniel Padilla. Welcome to episode 18 of Dialogue Tree. I am, of course, as always, joined by my wonderful friend Matthew the Rascal Peterson.
Hey.
So, hey.
And before we move on, I just want to say that this is the best day of my entire life because we have Spencer Peterson Biddle joining us today.
What's up? That's my middle name. I'm impressed.
Impressed by what?
You do your research.
Yeah, of course, dog.
I mean, the intern does our research.
You're right.
We do have a research division. I think we established that a couple episodes ago.
That's amazing, man.
How are they doing on the whole coronavirus thing in the end? I haven't cared to check in with them.
I think that a lot of them have been calling in sick after I assigned them to that case. So we might have to switch topics again.
I guess I should introduce Madeline if she's gonna be like interjecting
in like the background. Yeah.
Yeah, if she's gonna be interjecting.
The occasional feminine voice you hear.
That is, you want to introduce her, dog?
I don't know. I mean, she can introduce herself.
I'm gonna throw my voice for this one.
Yo, it's me, Madeline.
Hey, welcome. It's good to have both of you on the show today. By the way, that's a good impression.
Oh, man, yeah, she's good. She's good. She's a little bit distracted right now because she's looking up my Discord name, which means.
By the way, just for everyone to know, Spencer's Discord name is Look Up Randall's Boner Warehouse.
That's true.
It's a thing.
It's because it's a real warehouse.
Yeah, I looked it up. It's a thing.
That's why it's the Discord name.
It worked. You learned something today. You learned something.
All right, Spencer.
Yeah. I don't really know what the format of this stuff is.
Fuck, kill, or marry Wario, Peach, and Birdo. Actually, instead of Birdo, make it Boo. Actually, no, make it Monty Mole. Make it Monty Mole.
Birdo is such an interesting
Monty Mole, dog.
I don't think I want to.
I mean, I understand. Like the whole gender dynamics of Birdo just makes it the whole lot interesting. But
I'm thinking Birdo's a curious case, not because of the gender dynamics, but because of the like texture of Birdo. You know what I mean?
The texture,
it's probably like a lizard,
as opposed to like the shape.
Does Yoshi and Birdo, do they have scales?
I don't think Yoshi does. He's smooth.
Yoshi's kind of waxy. Yeah.
Well, no, there is one canon game where he's made out of yarn. So
there's a game where Birdo's made of paper.
Exactly. I was gonna say that. Yeah.
Oh damn. Okay.
So paper Birdo or Birdo?
Not what I'm asking.
You're supposed to be answering the question.
All right. So what do we got? We got Wario, Peach,
clearly libertarian,
Monty Mole, or Birdo.
Why there can't be four for Mary?
Can't be. Yeah, dog. I eliminate Birdo.
Damn it, dog.
I would have a nice dinner with Birdo, but I would also kill Birdo.
So here's the issue.
How does Birdo eat?
I think it's just like a vacuum.
I think he just eats lasagna.
The suction of Birdo makes this an interesting question. You know what I mean?
Well, are you gonna fucking answer it?
If you okay, all right, I'll answer your question. All right. So I guess I'd have to fuck Peach. I don't really want to do Monty Mole or Wario.
Right.
So we got one. I don't think I want to marry Monty Mole, so I'd have to kill him, which means I'm marrying Wario.
Probably stinky, man.
Wario?
I mean, whatever. This is your game. This is your game. So I'll
got
just
plenty of money, dude.
You're right.
Wario definitely smells like garlic.
Yeah, well, he's probably a good cook.
Why do you say that?
He smells like garlic.
Smells like garlic.
Everything. As long as you got garlic. Yeah,
I think he just eats it like raw.
Straight up.
Yeah, I think that's his power up for Wario,
that's a
man.
Real man, dude.
Gives him health. That's right. Canonically,
man, I want to marry.
If we fuck, marry, kill, video game moles. You have Dig Dug, Monty Mole, or Rossetti.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Dig Dug is not a mole. He's a little guy.
He's a Doug.
He's a man in an abstract sense.
Who or what the hell is Dig Dog?
Dig Dog.
You never seen Dig Dug?
I guess not, dude. It's not ringing a bell.
It's like a weird inflation fetish, Pac-Man kind of game.
I still have no idea what that means. I guess
you put a tube in the enemies, and then you like pump them with a bike pump, and they explode.
Oh yeah, I see that. He's a mole.
That's pretty.
Oh, Dig Dug. Yeah,
I don't think he's a mole.
I don't think he's a mole. I think he's like
Daniel
a little man.
Always does this.
Excuse me. You say I always do this thing?
Listen, all right, here's one. Mappy,
done this before?
Dig Dug. or Clyde, the Pac-Man ghost.
What the fuck is Mappy?
Mappy is a policeman mouse.
Oh, I know what Mappy is. He's heinous.
Yeah.
Happy, Dig Dug, and Gunman Clyde.
Okay, so that leaves me the question of who's Clyde.
Yeah, it's the
ghost.
orange
Oh,
ghost.
it's the
orange
ghost.
ghost.
Did you say Gunman Clyde, Daniel?
I don't know why Daniel said gunman.
Well, you can see what threw me off a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, it's a game. I thought you all knew about it. Gunman
Oh,
Clyde?
wait.
Do you not know what this is?
No, I meant Clyde as in the orange ghost from Pac-Man.
I mean Clyde as in the gunman.
I can't handle.
Shit, dude. I didn't know there were multiple Clydes.
It's a 3DS game that was later ported to the Nintendo Switch. I
Okay.
know that much.
Okay, this
Damn, dude.
format sucks.
You're a freaking dictionary.
I can identify that. It's not the right thing. It's an encyclopedia.
All right, make it Clyde the Ghost.
Has anyone answered a question? Yeah, I don't think so.
I think Spencer did. I think he omitted the whole taking out to dinner part, but
Oh yeah.
the
I forgot.
original question was answered.
I mean, you taunted me with Birdo and took it away from me.
I thought Monty Mole was I don't know, whatever.
Pink Birdo. Oh, dude, you know that weird 2-day Birdo in Smash Brothers?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. In Melee.
Spits all the eggs out.
Yeah.
Weird what?
In Melee, there's a Mario 2 stage, and Birdo is like Game and Watch style.
Oh
And
yeah.
it spits eggs out. It's a game
Yeah,
changer. Or she?
yeah.
He? Which way
It-
around is Birdo?
I think it's ambiguous.
Maddie, like whenever Spencer's not really sure what he's talking about, just make him should have said something else and keep him on his toes, please.
Oh, good
Oh,
thinking.
yeah.
Do you know how should have said works? All right, radio silence.
Okay, I guess I'll explain. It's just if someone's saying something, you tell them should have said, and they have to like retract whatever previous phrase or sentence they said and replace it with a new one. And you can do it as much as you want within reason. So if you don't like what they come up with the second time, you can just keep grilling them for it.
Does it even? It's not even within reason. It's just like if you.
We have to finish the show.
At some point the conversation must continue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That sounds like an improv exercise. I like
it is.
Yeah,
Well,
I like it.
but I was gonna say, I've been to.
I said
She didn't even finish.
Radio silence.
all right, this format sucks.
I already said that. You're just copying me.
No, it's not the fact that I'm copying, it's the fact that I'm starting to agree.
We're gonna restart the podcast.
Oh, wait, dude. All right. I have recently purchased Breath of the Wild recently as Saturday, and I gotta say the game is gorgeous. I'm having a tough time with it though.
Okay, like you can't beat the tutorial.
It's just I've already visited Impa and done the whole
Oh, okay.
lab
You're
thing.
going.
Yeah, lab thing that fixes the tablet and whatever. But I don't know. I guess I just don't like how underpowered I feel all the time, and I don't know if there's something that I'm doing wrong. But I always feel super underpowered.
I think that's just how the game is supposed to feel at the start. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. Right. I just wasn't sure. Right. I just wasn't sure if I missed something. Like I still don't know how to craft. Is that like should I know how to craft shit at this point? Not yet.
You like make recipes.
I don't.
Well, like,
yeah,
can-
you can't.
You can't like make a sword if that's what you mean.
Oh. Okay.
No, you can like repair a sword, but you can't like make one
You
from
can
scratch.
repair.
How do you repair
sword?
weapons?
If you throw it in the Octoroks on Death Mountain, they'll like suck all the grime off it, and it will no longer be rusty.
I don't know what that is, so I probably
Don't worry
know
about
how
it.
to do that. Yeah.
Is that for real?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try it later.
Oh, I showed Madeline and Spencer all the Owen content by the
I love the own content, dude.
What the fuck was that slurping sound? I don't know. You made it. No, the game's gorgeous. I guess I'm having a hard time because I die a lot, man. I don't know,
You have some fairies.
dude. I don't know. As pretty as the game is and like as engaging as the game is, it really just makes me want to play like a top-down Zelda. Like I'm playing Breath of the Wild, and as good as it is, because I realize that it is good, I just feel like my personal preference is in like top-down Zeldas. You know what I mean? Like I'm playing Breath of the Wild, and I feel like I just want to play A Link Between Worlds again.
I'm stunned, man. That's very surprising.
Did you play Wind Waker?
I have not, but I'm curious about it.
Like, I feel like everyone that played that as a kid is like really into Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, I feel like Breath of the Wild is just a better version of that.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
can go around the world anyways.
I don't know. I'm surprised, Daniel. I guess I didn't really grow up playing 2D Zeldas though. I think I started with the 3D ones.
I don't know. One of the first things I ever owned was SNES Zelda, Link to the Past, and I still really like Breath of the Wild still.
I mean, I'm not saying I don't like it. It's just maybe I just feel like it feels a little bit too big, and like it's so big it's kind of overwhelming. You know what I mean? I haven't really played a game that felt this overwhelming, and like not even The Witcher feels as overwhelming. I feel like, to me anyway, so far.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. The Witcher kind of breaks it down into regions that you're working in at a time.
Yeah.
Whereas
Yeah.
like there could be like choice paralysis in Zelda.
Right, exactly. That's kind of where I'm at. Because you can, for example, in a Link Between Worlds, is that the 3DS one? I'm mixing up the names. Okay, A Link Between Worlds. It's also not. There's not like a set order. Like you can also go wherever you want to go, but like the world is just so much smaller anyway. You know what I mean? So like, even then, it's not as overwhelming.
You find a boundary much faster.
Yeah, exactly. Like you find some sort of like guidance or some sort of like way, like a lot easier. I guess I just have to get used to it because I haven't really played a game that felt so overwhelming. And you know what I mean? Like all I play is like fucking Mega Man and Shovel Knight. You know?
I don't know. Keep doing Impa Says. The first time I played it, I think I followed the main, progression pretty beat by beat.
Yeah.
And then as you get more comfortable and you get more powerful, you kind of start fucking around.
That's honestly what it attracted me to the game, right? The fact that I heard people just like you could even like not necessarily just like follow the story. You could just like fuck around and try to kill monsters and stuff like that. But the issue is that I don't feel anywhere near as powerful to like start like killing the monsters that I like see. You know what I mean? I guess what attracted me of the game, I still can't do.
Well, you also just get better at it. Like
Yeah.
I don't know when I first felt confident enough to like fight a Lionel, which is those like Minotaur looking things. I still avoid them. I'm like, I don't
Still
really
do. Okay.
I don't really want to mess with them. Yeah, I mean, I can do it, but I don't know. They're not easy.
You're right.
Plus, have you seen like the speed runs of that?
The speedrun is awesome.
I tried to learn how to like bomb blast myself across the freaking map. I don't know if you've seen this before, Matt.
It wasn't a bomb. It was like you could do a slow-mo shield surf and like clip through things and it would like launch you out or something when I saw it like a year ago.
It keeps changing. I ran into it the other week where you can like put a bomb and then in slow-mo put another bomb and then blow up the first bomb to knock the second one into you. Like you're gone. It's insane. I got it to work twice. I think I tried like freaking 70 times.
There is a way to cancel all your fall damage even without the glider, but there's a death plane at the bottom of the plateau, so you can't like actually get out, which is super lame.
How do you cancel it?
If you try to throw a weapon and then stop throwing it, Link will, or if you throw it and then cancel the throw by putting it away, you won't take fall damage for I don't know.
There's so much unintended consequence in that game.
Right, that's kind of so. This is all right. This is a weird connection, right? Like, all right, so
all right, I've listened.
What kind of pushed me over the border to like actually purchasing Breath of the Wild was I remember how much fun I had playing fucking San Andreas, right? Because you could just, but it's weird. It's different because San Andreas you can mess around with the world because the game is just janky as hell.
Right.
You know what I mean? But you could like mess around with the world, right? Like for example. There was often not a set way to like be a mission. You know what I mean? Like if you had to like chase someone, then you can like stick a car somewhere like along the route. Once you know what the route that the car you have to chase is going to take, you can like stick a car like in the middle of the way, and this car is going to then crash into this car, and it's going to make shit a lot easier, right? Because like then you can just like kill the guy or whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like thinking about how much fun I had like messing around with San Andreas's world is kind of what made me want to play Breath of the Wild, just how you can like mess around with literally everything in that game. You know, I mean, at least that's what I heard.
Yeah, that makes sense. I can see why it's a bit overwhelming though, because in San Andreas, like what your options are, like steal a vehicle and shoot a gun.
Yeah, right.
You don't have all these weird powers and like
yeah
physics objects floating around.
Yeah, I have to play it. I have to play it. I'm not disenchanted in any way. I'm just, I guess, overwhelmed is the correct word.
I feel like San Andreas' missions are kind of rigid. Like I remember I mean, I guess it's the one everyone remembers really well, which is the freaking train.
Yeah, but that
Yeah.
one's just shit.
There's, of
Yeah,
course,
it's
there are
crazy.
some. There are a lot that will be pretty rigid, but like, I don't know. Like playing it, I still play San Andreas to this day. I like that game so much, and like, but now like I played it so much that like what I try to do with the game is mess around with it. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily try to follow like the rigidness of the missions. Like, the fun that I have with San Andreas today is figuring out ways that I can like break the sequence of the mission so that I could, you know what I mean?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to speedrun
Yeah, yeah,
San
yeah.
Andreas.
Yeah. Figuring out different ways that I could like beat a mission. You know what I mean? And I would beat it and then I wouldn't save it. I would reload it to see if I could like beat it in a different way.
That's fun. That's
It's
interesting.
a good time. Yeah, it's a good time.
I've definitely finished many shrines in like what didn't
On
feel like a
Nintendo
way
way.
Nintendo felt
Oh
like
yeah, dude.
it did not foresee.
Right.
Daniel, have you encountered the gyroscope shrines yet?
No, dude.
Oh,
they're so
the one with the
bad.
I saw, yeah, I encountered one with a ball thing.
Fucking
Yeah, that
garbage.
sucked. No, you're right. I did feel like, all right, this is garbage. It took me like a billion fucking attempts to.
I don't know what's wrong with the motion controls.
I felt like for me, it wasn't so much the motion controls. It was like the fact that I couldn't quite tell where I was and like, you know what I mean? Because like I had to like tip the ball around in this specific plane, and I had to like tip it to this other plane that was separate from it, and I just couldn't tell where it was. You know what I mean? Like the reference or anything, just because I couldn't move the goddamn camera.
Well, yeah,
And
that's fair.
that felt weird. That felt like a weird limitation. You know?
But that would mess with the motion controls even more.
Right,
guess
'cause
so,
the
yeah.
angle is
Camera.
arbitrary.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's fair.
You got no reference for how to move your freaking controller.
Not that you kind of don't anyways. I had to
Yeah.
detach the Joy-Cons when I was playing in like handheld to get
Right.
it to work at all.
Well, because it's I think only the right one.
Yeah, it's only
has-
one of them.
Or the
which is
right one,
weird.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you move that whole thing, and it's like it registers on only your left hand. It's freaky.
Nintendo always has to add something like that.
Something, yeah. I don't
Dude,
know.
I was trying to use my Wii the other day, and I don't know where I put the Wiimote, and you just can't. You can't use the GameCube controllers for the menu.
Yeah. Yep.
It's the stupidest thing ever.
Isn't that terrible?
I have to illegally modify my console so I
Wow.
can use my GameCube controller to hit A.
I'm shocked you can do that. What do you do?
Spencer, you fucking illegally modified a Nintendo Wii like right in front of me a couple years ago.
Me?
Yeah, dude.
Me?
We
You said my
illegally
full name on this podcast.
modified Nick Kirshner's Wii, dude. Both of them, I
This
think.
is so
too.
incriminating.
I cannot believe you. I came on. Is this some kind of sting operation?
All right, man. We talk about piracy literally every episode here. Come on, you should expect by the moment that you like joined this Discord, you should have expected like piracy to be a topic of conversation.
I'm not even gonna get any illegal games. I just want to use the freaking GameCube emulator.
Yeah.
I just want to play Melee.
Did you guys go through that trend where people were jailbreaking their phones to play Pokemon on them?
You had to jailbreak it for that?
I think so.
I just
did.
downloaded an emulator.
Yeah,
to
I mean,
play
maybe back in the
Mario
day you
RPG.
couldn't. Maybe back then you couldn't. You know.
I went through a phase where I wouldn't jailbreak anything because when jailbreak was a thing, it was like around the time, that the iPod Touch was just recently just a thing. I guess jailbreaking was still not quite as perfected as it has been now, and it was like everyone I knew who had jailbroken like devices ended up just crashing and breaking them. You know what I mean?
Damn,
And
dude.
so I was like, all right, I'm not even gonna like attempt this shit. But now jailbreaking shit is just like so commonplace that like who gives a fuck,
It's unbelievable how bad people are following basic instructions and just brick everything. It happens with 3DS all the time.
Well, the 3DS one is kind of complicated, though. I gotta say.
I know, but it's just written in order on a website. Like you just do it.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I mean, it is a lot of steps, but like we followed it and it was fine, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
you're right.
as long as you like make sure you don't go out of order or anything.
Yeah, Matthew jailbroke my 3DS and made my 3DS experience so much better.
What? How? I've never had a 3DS.
To download a shitty chess game.
Let me simplify it very basically. You download a old shitty chess game with like no security that's on like the 3DS App Store, and you use that to obtain information about your unit that you shouldn't have. Then you send that
Oh,
information over to some guy's website in Ohio, and he decrypts it for you. And then you check back in when he's done, and he sends it back. And then you download some things onto your SD card that interact with the chess software, and it just works.
The
After that,
fucking-
and then you have full control.
You send it to some guy in Ohio.
Yeah.
I love. That's
Do
my
you
favorite
pay him
part.
for this?
No, you don't have to pay him, but you have to like buy the fucking game, which is like
Yeah, it's like
$1 or something.
$2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Worth it though.
Yeah, it used to be free, but they patched it. But there's like so many bad games on the 3DS App Store that there's always
like
just another one.
There's options, right? You don't necessarily have to do the chess game. I understand that
Yeah.
there's like a couple other games that like allow you to.
Dude, that's just bizarre. All these just half-assed 3DS games.
Back in the day when you couldn't jailbreak it, because Nintendo actually did a really good job of like separating
Right.
of like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
control you could get. And then there was this one game that came out, and it was like this stupid
Fucked everything up.
ninja
Yeah.
game, and it just ruined it for everyone else. And then it was permanently over for Nintendo.
That's amazing. They let it out on the store, right? Like they checked their stuff pretty
Didn't
meticulously.
know at the
They
time,
should have
right?
known better.
It was really funny the way they got it to. They didn't like check how much information was allowed to be put into the game by scanning QR codes, because no one thought about that. So you could just like fill it with bad data and get past like the actual code of the game and get into the point where you could like just execute your own code.
No way, dude.
It's pretty interesting how they got it in the first place.
That's clever, man.
Yeah.
That Ohio guy is a god. Does he charge for that?
No, it's free.
He's just chilling there in Ohio and doing this for people.
I mean, he doesn't do it manually. He has like a several setups doing like running it 24/7, and there's like a queue you have to wait in,
Oh my
to
God.
get
We
your-
did it. It was pretty immediate, though. I
yeah,
remember
but we
got
did it in
lucky.
like at like 3
Yeah.
p.m.
Yeah, we got lucky.
That is freaking like chaotic good, man. That's
Yeah.
cool, bro. That is benevolent.
Spencer,
Oh yeah, what's up, Daniel?
a minute ago you utilized the word bizarre. Can you confirm this?
I've already forgotten.
Matthew, can you confirm this?
Yep, here it is.
Dude, that's just bizarre.
Seeing as you used the word bizarre, that just made me think of asking you, what is the most bizarre thing that you have ever seen or heard? Not a piece of
I've ever
information,
seen?
like something that you literally saw with your own eyes that was bizarre, or like a noise that
Oh.
you heard.
I think the most bizarre thing I've ever seen, like that really shocked me, was my dad's nipple ring.
Oh god. Are you serious?
I am completely
When
serious.
did you take it out?
He doesn't have it now, so nobody believes me. But I swear to God, for most of my life, my father has had at least one, if not two, nipple piercings.
Have you confronted him?
About it? Like, what's to say?
Well, it's like a mystery. No one believes you. You could get like a notary so you could tell people like, yeah, look, it's proven.
You mean like a letter from Michael Biddle that says my
It's
son
like-
is not lying about my nipple piercing?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry, I've already got this involved.
So every time that you saw it, it was just as bizarre as the previous time.
Yeah, I would
if not
shake my
more.
head and just think, man, that's bizarre.
But I bet the first time was like especially surprising, right?
Because I was like freaking, like, I think I was probably like 12. I was old enough where I was shocked I hadn't seen it before.
Hmm.
I just kind of looked at him when he was like, I don't know, if he like came out of his room, like coming from a shower or something, and I was like, oh shit. There's like some extra metal there. Really threw me off.
That's good. That's a good answer. Definitely not at all what I expected to hear, but I like it.
Well, let me turn this back around on you.
No, I can't. I don't have anything. I haven't thought about anything, dude.
I mean, you don't have to. It's not like a. All right, well, Matt, I'll throw it to you then.
Yeah. All right. This is like something that happened pretty recently, so maybe it's not like the most bizarre, but it's just like the first thing that came to mind. I was sitting in the public library, and this dude is eating peanut butter out of a jar, like with a spoon, which is, I mean, that's fine,
Yeah,
whatever. But then he comes.
It's weird to do that in public.
Yeah, and he was just like sitting in the middle of like the, like in a chair without a table, just in like the floor of the library,
Oh no!
like in the racks.
Did he have a book?
No, he had peanut
Oh,
butter.
he was just looking at the world.
He didn't have a book. He had peanut butter.
I don't know. He just came over like past me, and I didn't say anything to him because he was just kind of like wandering around like the area, and then he walked up to me and he was like, "Do you understand the plan?" And I was like, "Excuse me."
No.
The grand plan of the universe or whatever, like all the axioms and all the things coming together to make it. And I said, "No, I don't." And he just looks at me and he shakes my hand and he says, "You passed the test, my friend. If you ever
my
need
God.
anything, dude, I'll get it. I'll get it for you. If you need a helicopter, anything, just hit me up and I'll deliver it to you post
Holy
haste."
shit.
And then
I
he
cannot
left.
believe I cannot believe this was a conversation that actually happened.
Well, it was more of like him just talking at me. It wasn't much
Yeah,
of a
yeah,
conversation.
regardless.
But yeah, anyways, this I went over to the desk afterwards after he left. I don't know what to even say about this, but I feel like
Yeah.
someone should be notified that this guy is wandering around the library. And the guy at the desk said, "Okay, I'll look into it."
Whatever was in that man's peanut butter, dude. It must have
Oh, I
been-
don't know. It was Jif, so it
Are
could be
we
anything.
certain that it
Jim.
was actually peanut butter in that jar?
No, I didn't. I wasn't like watching him eat. I just saw him with a jar labeled Jif and a spoon.
Daniel,
All right,
you know,
this is probably not as important as whatever Spencer was gonna say, but I
I
just
doubt that.
so, all right. So in front of me, I have a meme of so the meme is John Leguizamo, right? John Leguizamo, we all know him, the dude who played Luigi in the classic Super Mario Brothers movie. Yeah,
All right.
he's wearing a tuxedo and he's sitting on like this
Wow.
like very like Baroque looking, not even Baroque. That's not true because there's not. Regardless, right? He's like a very like classical setting. I don't even know how to describe this. And like instead of like his arm, there's like a superimposed like leg. Yeah, wherever his arm should be, there's like a Photoshop leg on it. And so the punchline of the of the meme,
No. No.
the punchline of the meme is John Leguizamo.
Why did you share that?
Who's knee slapping? Is that you, Daniel?
That's such a Daniel joke.
Those are the hardest knee slaps I've ever heard.
Isn't it
Sorry.
weird that it's like this happened to me yesterday. I was talking to someone, and we you describe memes to each other, and it's still funny to like say it out loud. It's weird that we talk about memes like so much now that it's such a like invasive part of our lives.
It's like we describe memes instead of like telling actual like jokes now.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
I was
That's
at work on Saturday, and I was still sick from last week, so I was like in a bad mood. But then Daniel sent this meme to the group chat, and it's a woman and like her boyfriend, and she's saying like, "I'm bored. Let's order pizza. Like, buy me shoes or whatever." And then her like speech bubble is being eclipsed by the dude's thought bubble, and it's just a picture of G-Force for the Xbox 360.
Oh yeah. So,
And I instantly
man.
felt so much better. I couldn't stop laughing, dude.
oh my god.
Fucking G-Force, man.
Why
I forgot that movie even existed, let alone a fucking video game based off of it.
Yeah.
That was a video game of it?
Yeah. He's thinking
Yeah.
about the Xbox 360 edition of GeForce.
What a good father, dude.
Dude, when I was a kid, I had over the hedge the game because I don't know, you just like rent whatever from the video store.
Yeah.
And I was getting near the end of the game and it just crashed every time, dude. Every time I would get to the last level, it just the screen went purple and I couldn't play it anymore. I hate that.
I feel like this is a game you owned you had on a Game Boy Advance too. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, I figured.
You had two versions of Over the Hedge?
No. What do you mean?
You had on the Game Boy Advance and something else?
No, I just had it on the Game Boy Advance.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like a PlayStation.
Why was it so easy for me to guess that you had it on the Game Boy Advance as opposed to like any other?
They just
system?
dump shit onto the GBA. There's so much crap on the
I
GBA.
can
Also,
I
sorry.
Go ahead,
Go
Maddie.
ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say I can confidently, from the bottom of my heart, say the hardest video game I have ever played was the Land Before Time game for the Game Boy Advance.
God, stop.
Really?
It was so fucking hard. Why'd they even make it?
So you have to buy this strategy guide or whatever.
It
Your
was
dad
like
to buy it for
beyond
you.
that. It was horrible.
That's what I'm saying. Licensed movie video games on GBA is like
Yeah, they were like, "Fuck it, let's do it." I don't know.
I had the Star Wars Episode 2 game on Game Boy Advance. And
What does that even mean?
No.
That shit. That shit.
Oh my god, dude.
Balls, man. Awful,
I had the
awful
episode
game.
3 game on my GBA.
That one was fine. That was like a perfectly fine beat 'em up. And I hated the movie as a kid too. So I don't even know why I ever thought of purchasing that game was a good idea. It's awful.
Nothing really happens in that movie.
Oh, Daniel,
I
you're
hate
such
it.
an asshole. You were supposed to watch the new Star Wars movie so we could talk about it with Spencer, and then you
Oh,
didn't.
yeah.
I never saw it.
All right, man. What's your hot take on that movie?
It's pretty bad.
It's so bad, dude.
Is that even a hot
Well-
take anymore, or is that
I don't
just like
know.
consensus?
I think that's just a
Yeah.
take.
Yeah, it's just
That's
what
kind of the
people
only.
think.
There's, I don't know, man, dude. Spoiler alert, Daniel. That's fucking garbage.
Right,
I don't
about
think
it.
it's very fun.
Yeah, man. It does that thing where you stop thinking about the movie, like the world, and you start thinking about what the hell
How
happened.
shitty the movie. Yeah, I believe
Like,
it.
who made these decisions, and like why are
Right.
people behaving like this in the script, and just those things. It just sucks you out of it.
Yeah, when we talked, when Resta was on a while ago, he said I saw Star Wars and then I saw Knives Out in the same week, and he said Knives Out is a million times better, and I was like, that's weird. I bet I like Star Wars more, but no, dude, Knives Out is just like a well-made movie, and Star Wars is not, and that's all
Yep.
there is to
As
it.
simple as that.
Yeah,
I just say how fucking cute I thought it was when Resta just said, if there is anyone like thinking about what movie to go see this weekend between Star Wars and Knives Out, you should just go see Knives
Let's go
Out.
see Knives Out.
yeah, he was 100% right, dude. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah. I forgot Resta was on the show. I'd forgotten that we had that conversation.
Okay,
Resta,
rude.
That's
no.
Trevor,
There's
man.
a lot of conversations that I had forgotten that we had.
Mhm. Okay.
That was a good conversation that we had. I loved having Resta on it.
Speaking of not shit movies, have you guys seen Parasite?
No, I was beginning to see it on Tuesday.
Oh man, I
Next
think you'd
Tuesday.
enjoy the heck
That's a
out
good
of it,
fucking
dude.
movie, dog. I'm
Yeah.
still
It
thinking
gave me
about
a
it.
stomach ache.
It
Was
gave you a
that-
stomach ache?
Yeah, it was scary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think I've held my breath for longer in any other
Yeah,
film.
and it's funny too because it starts pretty like laid back, as in like I don't know. It starts as in just like a fun kind of like movie, even like I would even compare it to like a heist type movie at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I
So I
mean?
got this Ocean's 11 montage at some
Yeah.
point too.
But then it just gets like so intense, like fucking I don't know. Yeah, just holding your breath type intense. Yeah.
I bet you didn't
Yeah,
watch
yeah,
it, Daniel, but there's an Ocean's 11 episode of Rick and Morty that you'd probably like.
There
Or
is.
just
Is
an
that
Ocean's
what-
episode.
Is that the episode that you keep telling me to watch about all the
Probably,
movie
yeah.
references?
I don't know. It's in the new season. It's like a heist movie parody episode.
Yeah.
And they
That's
keep
the one about
heisting each other.
The son of a bitch meme, right? Is that right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Matt, I was gonna ask you about this.
Jesus.
Sorry. I'm laughing so much. Do you
What's
know
it?
that I
Yeah.
have like it's not diagnosed, but my brother
Bless
told
you.
me that like I laugh a lot, and when I laugh a lot, I like produce a lot of like phlegm, and that's supposed
Is
to
that
be
what
like
that was?
that's supposed to be like a pre-asthmatic type of like symptom. You know what I mean?
Oh,
It
interesting.
sounds like you put like a vacuum cleaner over your nose.
Dog, that was me coughing because I had laughed a lot, so I
Oh, thought it
produced a lot of
Wow.
phlegm.
That was amazing, dude.
This happens actually pretty often on the show now that I think about it. You wouldn't notice it because I usually cut it out because Daniel just blows out his mic by like sneezing directly into it.
That's so good. Well, this time you got to keep it.
This time it was like muted. I think it's fine.
Yeah, let's
Because I
go,
actually
go.
like moved the microphone away for a
Yeah, I
second.
appreciate that.
That was
Yeah.
considerate.
Yeah.
Matt, I had no idea a new Rick and Morty season existed.
Yeah, it's only half of it actually, but yeah, they released the first half of 4 or 5, whatever we're on now. It's pretty good. It's better than the last one, I think.
Well, okay, I'll have to check it out. I just
Yeah.
somehow it started in like November. I had no idea until my fucking 10-year-old during basketball referenced
Of
it.
course,
I was like, I don't.
of course,
I
they
don't
would
get what
talk
you're
about it.
You didn't see all the memes where Morty's like, "You son of a bitch, I'm in."
I'm kind of I rely on Maddie to send me the memes my way. Maddie and Daniel, really.
I was gonna be really upset if you did not acknowledge me for that shit.
Yeah, you put your work in, Daniel. I appreciate it. You're my meme intern.
Dude, I love that picture that says, what is it? Colorblind version can't identify this Weezer album he just bought.
Oh man,
I know,
Yeah, that
man.
killed
That
me.
shit's so good. That shit is so good.
fucking Weezer, dude.
Yeah, it's funny because I was just telling Matt earlier today that I think that genuinely the White Album is a genuinely objectively good album.
Yeah, that was like
Exactly.
probably 2 hours ago. And then I was telling you that some guy's making the entire Blue album like on ukulele on his website. It's like a blog of his progress.
Like is he doing like all the different instruments?
I don't even know if he's gonna sing it, but he has like like a percussive part for like a track and like a bass part, and he like mixes them all together, I guess.
This is all like percussive uke and percussive.
Yeah, he just hits it. It just sounds like a thump.
Okay.
It's not like a drum beat, really.
I guess that's interesting. Is Only in Dreams on that album?
Oh.
Daniel would know. Is Only in Dreams?
The Blue album.
Yeah, dude, that's a fucking song.
That is a banger. That is a banger.
That's gonna be weird. I think every song of that's gonna be weird in ukulele.
Yes.
Only.
Buddy Holly sounds really tinny. I tried playing it earlier to check it out, and it's like very, very whiny because it goes up to like the 18th fret.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
Man, I could reach that high on a uke.
Well, some of them can't.
That's disastrous.
Just say that I appreciate Maddie Doyle sending me memes while we're recording this.
Oh, really?
episode.
That's
I
nice.
found like some really good ones.
Oh, there's another one.
As far as I can tell, this is a man on a longboard, and there's a hose across the road, and he hits it at full speed, and the longboard just stops, and he just keeps going. Like, he's like parallel to the ground.
Wow, dog.
He doesn't even seem to flinch.
Jeez.
It's amazing.
That seems like Matrix.
He might be dead.
Yeah.
If he hit a fence, he'd be like grated.
It doesn't seem like physically possible. What just
And
happened?
his arms don't move at all. That's the worst part. Is that man? He did not catch himself.
Hope he's okay, dog.
He's probably.
If you know this, if you know this man that appears on this meme, like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know.
Please let us know.
Okay.
Yeah, give us his hospital address.
I remember one time Mitch.
We'll send him a nice cookie.
Mitch got annihilated while rip sticking. It was down that big hill, right?
Dude.
One night, and he just got fucked up so bad. And he had like a big dance show the next day. And we like brought him back, and we were trying to take care of him, and we were like, "You should really like go to bed or like go back to your place." And he's like, "No." It was like 2 a.m. He's like, "No, you have to play Mario Party 4 with me." Like until I feel like falling asleep. So we had to sit there like hostage.
He was genuinely in a trance.
Yeah.
It was like mild. I don't know if it was like mild shock or something, like very mild shock. He got
Weird.
a massive gash on his hip. Like it was deep.
Yeah.
It was nasty, dude.
I guess that's just what his brain defaulted to, is playing Mario Party with us.
Party 4.
He loves that game.
Remember that season when I had just moved into 70 Downing back in Worcester, that we went through like all the Mario Parties 1 through like 5 or 6.
Yeah, we played through like the series.
Yeah,
I think
dude,
2 is still
like-
my favorite.
That was a good
We
fucking
kept
time.
crashing, man.
Yeah, because we didn't know that
Unfortunate.
we didn't know
was
that
the
one
controller,
of the
wasn't it?
controllers was fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah, it was actually Nick Kirshner's fault.
Fuck that
Wait,
guy.
Really?
The running theme.
How?
Nick Kirshner, if you're listening to this shit, just literally go fuck your own face, all right?
Yeah, dude. Fuck
Yeah.
you, dude.
I actually don't. Yeah, I have no idea like why that was the case at all, but it was true that one of his controllers was when it was plugged in would randomly crash the system. I don't know why.
It's because the cable was all fucked up.
But
There
that
was, like,
doesn't really make sense, does it? It shouldn't it just like disconnect?
Yeah, like
I mean, yeah, I don't know like the system or like the anything about like, you know what I mean? But it was definitely weird. Like that was like the least thing that we could have ever imagined was the root of the issue.
I don't even know
of
how
the
we
lead.
figured it out, dude.
It was a good time though.
Dude, the first Mario Party is kind of
Bizarre.
it's
weird.
cool. It's bizarre.
I think Mario
an
Party 1
experience.
is going back to that question. I think Mario Party 1 is the most bizarre thing that I've ever seen in my life. Yeah.
Father's Nipples, Mario Party 1.
And that dude at the library.
Yeah, that's quite the list we got.
I gotta say, the weirdest thing that I've ever heard.
No, you already have this wrong, Madeline. The most bizarre thing. Come on, please.
No, I'm saying is the fucking library one.
Oh, you're picking between the three of us?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
because I know that Sons is fucking lying.
I'm not, dog.
About the really, you need to
What?
like get you need to get a notary and your dad together, and you
I'm
need
not
to like
gonna
sit
ask
down
you.
and just hash this out. It'll take like an hour.
I'm not gonna ask for photographic proof of my dad's nipple, you know?
It's not photographic. It's paper.
The note, yeah.
Well, but like then he can
It's just a
lie.
statement.
I here's what's gonna happen. People are gonna think I forged it to save face.
That's actually a federal offense if you get it notarized.
Excellent.
Oh, dude. I don't know, man. I think photographic proof is the only proof that would Shut up the haters.
We're just trying to make life easier for you, man. We're trying to avoid you having to get photographic. We're trying to avoid you having to get photographic evidence.
Here's the flip side. He could just get like a fake clip-on ring and then take a picture with it, and then you'll be like, see? But that doesn't even prove it.
Yeah, like the binder
I mean-
rings.
I don't know if you know my dad.
Not personally, no.
I don't know if he'd be quite the type.
I know Mike Biddle.
Yeah.
Well,
what do you
maybe
think?
you could like do it to him while he's sleeping. I don't know.
Oh yeah, there we go. Or I could like Photoshop his face onto my body after
And
I
then
get
get a
my nipple
piercing.
pierced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just find a picture of someone else. Maybe.
You're right. I guess I don't need to dedicate. But
Dude, I don't know. Daniel Padilla just reminds me of the dude from Crank 2 High Voltage.
I'm going to fucking end you if we ever pronounce those words again, dude.
You can mispronounce them though.
Thanks for
Are you
complimenting Daniel.
are you talking about fucking Jason Statham?
Yeah.
Why, dude?
Hobbs and Shaw.
No, he looks like Dimitri Martin.
I'm gonna
Mm,
push you, Madeline.
Dimitri Martin, Jason Statham, baby.
should have said.
Dimitri Martin, Jason Statham. What's it called when you put a baby in
Gladiator.
someone else's uterus?
Surrogate.
Surrogate.
Oh, yeah.
Surrogate
Surrogate
baby.
parent.
Yeah, there we go.
What's worse? A dream where you beat the shit out of someone and then you tell them about it and they're like, oh my god, I had a dream that you beat the shit out of me, or vice versa.
The second one is pretty bad.
How is either bad?
You're like, I had a dream that you beat the shit out of me. They're like, yeah, I had that.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know. I would be freaked out if I just naturally. I feel like I'd be uncomfortable if I had a dream where someone beat me up, right?
But
And then like
you're-
talking.
What about
So,
beating somebody else up, man? Like,
Yeah, I would be
oh,
kind of uncomfortable to find I had an unconscious desire to like beat someone up I know if they were
I
friends
don't know.
with me.
That doesn't. I feel like I wouldn't wake up as rattled. You know what I mean?
You already know that about yourself?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident.
Just like Jason Statham in Crank 2.
Or Dimitri Martin and Crank 3, Low Voltage.
Should have said.
Uh, ah.
Oh my god.
Eddie, are you dying?
I gotta say the hand dryer at Planet Fitness in the men's locker room is very efficient. I was upset there. What should have said? I gotta say the Wi-Fi at Planet Fitness is some of the fastest Wi-Fi I've ever used in my life. Sponsor us,
That's
Planet
amazing.
Fitness.
Good one. That's pretty good.
Have you ever put your face under a hand dryer?
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
one time
Yeah.
I don't remember why I was wet, but I was wet when I shouldn't have. It was like a weird time to be wet, and I had to use a public hand.
Why was it at your face?
Oh,
My hair was wet, so I guess not.
Oh,
my
yeah.
face. I guess no.
Oh, okay.
oh man.
I don't trust those things, man.
Why not?
Does it take poo air and blow it back out of you?
It's one of those weird like internet myths that's been going around since forever. That like because of all the hot air and whatever, there's like actually like bacteria on them, which I don't know if it's true, but like it doesn't sound unfeasible to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I just rather have like my own handkerchief that I can use to dry my hands.
I haven't gotten like E. coli from a hairdryer yet, or
Like-
a hand dryer.
They're like loud too, and I feel like they're not efficient. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I have to just like stand there making the fucking
Yeah.
Like, fucking
No, you're generally right. It seems like the louder it is, the less efficient it is somehow. I don't know how that equates.
I hate that shit, dude. Should make a change.org to ban all the fucking air hat dryers. from
I didn't check
everywhere.
out our old change.org. I wonder if anyone signed it to change the name of everything bagels.
Oh yeah,
I love how Spencer is just like, oh
It's just
yeah.
like, oh yeah, I remember that.
yeah. It's a big deal.
Jenny Rubin got upset at me when I campaigned for that.
She got upset at you?
When I campaigned for changing the name of everything bagels because they don't even have that much stuff on them.
They have plenty of stuff on
Quite
there.
They don't have everything though.
No, they don't.
Right.
That's true. All right, I'm gonna send that petition now. You convinced me.
They have plenty of stuff on them. They just don't have everything.
It's true. I think that's literally what I wrote.
Like we acknowledge that there's quite a bit of stuff on them. It's just
Yeah.
not fucking everything.
Not enough.
I mean, what do you think they're missing? What would
Jalapeno,
Yep, good answer.
cheddar.
Asiago, like pumpernickel seed.
Yeah, I mean, there's just other things.
Fennel.
There's just other things.
Yeah.
Fennel,
It's like-
dude, no. Fennel is good.
There's like an infinite amount of things that are not on it.
Motor oil.
You know?
Motor oil. I don't think that one counts.
Anchovies.
I mean, at what point does everything stop? You know?
Raisin.
Raisins is borderline, I think.
Cinnamon raisin, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, see, you're just proving our point.
Ruben, if you're listening to this, I just don't know what to tell you anymore, dog.
Why did
I
you
think we-
send the stupid John Leggy's Harmo meme? I didn't want to see that.
That's fucking good, dog.
No, I didn't want to see it.
Fucking good.
You know how hard it is to get only one signature on change.org, man?
I don't know. Does anyone like scroll for new petitions in change.org?
Probably somebody does. I can imagine some people at our school.
What can I change today? What can I sign for change
Yeah.
today?
All
How can
right,
we
fine.
politically active?
Let me, you know what? Let's do a little experiment.
You know what? Like if someone has their interests in change.org as like baking goods.
I'm going to grab the first one on change.org. It's not in English, so give me a second. I don't know why Big's showing this.
Some just Russian.
I think it's Polish.
Whoa. Gnarly, dude. You better sign that.
You should just read it in the Polish.
I'd really rather not because
It's blue.
I think just filling the airtime with nonsense is funny, but there's a lot of Polish here. When I first learned that Sejim had a draft ban for fur farming in Poland, I felt proud as Poles would do something wonderful. The suffering of animals was to end for once and all. All farms look similar. I think this is about not hunting animals for their fur, but it doesn't really translate.
Isn't there just like a title?
Let's see. Okay, the picture says closed fur farms. Dude, these are all in Polish. What's
Nothing
going
like
on?
a fucking. Like,
What's happening?
does change.org think you're Polish?
No, because there's like an occasional one in English. Stop female genital mutilation in mass.
In Massachusetts?
Yes,
It's like, is that circumcision? What are they even arguing?
I assume like piercings.
Oh god.
You opt into that.
There's a lot of Polish. I guess like this is it a time zone thing? Is it a time zone thing?
I don't think we share a time zone with the Poles.
Exactly. That's why it's here now.
But there's also a lot of countries in that same time zone where Poland is in. So why are we not seeing like fucking like German or whatever?
Okay, I found one in English, and it says, "President Trump, please don't cut the funding for the Special Olympics." And the first paragraph says, "Due to continued pressure, President Trump has already said he will make sure the funding for Special Olympics is fully preserved." So I don't know what the point of this petition is.
Wait, he says, so I don't know what the point of this petition is.
No, I'm saying
Oh,
it
Matt-
as commentary.
okay. Yeah.
But I mean,
Oh.
Trump has apparently agreed to what they're saying, anyways.
I mean, I
So-
guess I learned something. So thanks, petition, man.
I fucking
Well, we
died.
learned that nothing changed in the budget.
Yeah. Hey, it's important with this guy.
I fucking died when Matthew was reading the translation. one of the sentences was just all farms look the same.
I don't know what that's about. We gotta spice it up.
I just love how that one sentence was the one that made Matthew go like, all right, yeah, this is just poorly
Yeah,
translated.
this translation must be bullshit.
You have to give up on things sometimes. You have to know when to bow out.
Fucking God, man.
I mean, Matt, I have no Polish change.org petitions.
What is up? Hold on. I'll
Absolutely
send you a
zero.
screenshot.
Like literally none. It's all English. It's about the Special Olympics.
I saw something. I don't know if it's hot takey. I guess it is. I don't know. I don't even remember where it must have been Twitter. I don't fucking. The thing is, I saw someone make a comment on like why Special Olympics are called Special Olympics, and that in itself is like derogatory or something. I have no input on this, by the way. It's just something I saw somewhere.
Okay. Wait, is that it?
I right. Yeah.
So just for everyone who can't see this screenshot I've just sent in Discord, it's just all the articles except 2 are in Polish, and the one that's one of the ones that is in English, the article under it is a duplicate article in Polish. If you scroll down, so
What's going on?
apparently my site is just in Polish.
Yeah. Wow, patrician.
Owen comments, why is this in Polish?
Wow, you identified that perfectly.
Oh my god.
Owen, he's amazing.
I love. He'll
Funny,
don't
dude.
don't even fucking say anything. He'll listen to
Yeah,
these
no,
episodes.
he'll figure it out in a week.
That shit's fucking good, dog.
Oh, that's
Um,
good.
Yo, Matt, my Hot Pocket just came out of the microwave. Yeah, and now I gotta turn it over and put it back in for 2 minutes.
It's a minute and a half.
All right. Whoa, oh my God, it's hot. Ow, it's burning my hands. Oh, on the bottom it says,
I think it's time for the hot take alert, guys.
Hot take alert.
All right, Danny, you want to go first? Hit it.
Yeah, I think Limp Bizkit is a perfectly acceptable band to listen to.
Fuck off.
Yeah, I just think it's interesting how. Well, first of all, I do think John Otto is like a very technical drummer, and I think that's what I find the most interested in. That's what like drew me the most to listening to Limp Bizkit like recently. I think John Otto is very good, but also I just find it interesting how these dudes were actually like fucking Fred Durst as a leading man for this band, and this band was at the top of the world back in like 1999 or 2000 or whenever the fuck it was. And I think there's some value to that, right? I just find it, looking at it in retrospect, like today, listening to Limp Bizkit and all the bullshit that Fred Durst wrote, because this is literally just fucking gibberish. And to think that this shit was literally at the top of the world way back when.
Yeah. Everyone was
know,
like, this guy gets it.
Yeah, it makes it really interesting for me to listen to. You know what I mean? Like when I listen to Limp Bizkit, I'm not only listening to like Fred Durst's gibberish and whatever. I'm also like thinking about what the
You're listening
fuck
to
was
like a
going on?
snapshot.
Yeah, like what the fuck was going on back in like
Dude, for me,
1999?
that's soaping. Whenever I see soaping, which is not often,
Oh,
fuck is
soaping,
that?
yeah.
whenever I do, man, I'm just like, wow.
Can you explain
Those are-
soaping for
What the
Daniel
fuck is
real quick?
soaping?
All right, so soaping is the most radical extreme sport ever. It's kind of like skateboarding. It's rail grinding, but what you do is you lube up the bottom of your shoes instead of
God.
like a skateboard, and
Like
then
your
you
Sonic.
jump on the pole. Yeah, exactly. Just like Sonic Adventure
Who
2.
fucking does this?
These dudes got like huge brand deals over soaping, like soaping shoes. They got rich as fuck and top of the world. And then of course, maybe 6 months later, nobody gave a shit about soaping
Wow, dog.
of what it is. And then they just like crash to the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah. There was also, I don't remember what it's called. It was like X basketball. There was basketball with trampolines.
Oh my
They made like
God,
a
yeah.
league and it lasted 1 or 2 years and then just
Yeah.
immediately fell off the face of the
Everyone just went super bankrupt.
Yeah.
I bring this up in a previous pod about the league with the lingerie football league thing.
You brought that up to me, yeah.
Okay. That was also a thing. I remember they used to show that like on cable here. Like on an actual like fucking Latin American Fox Sports used to show it here, I think.
Fox
Wow,
Sports.
on Fox
Wow.
Sports.
You guys got your priorities right.
You fucking know it. All right, Spencer.
Oh yeah, okay. So, my Hot Pocket is telling me that Mario Odyssey kind of sucks ass.
Ooh.
I agree.
She agreed.
Okay.
Okay, let's hear it.
I mean, I gotta
The
say that
music's good though.
stylistically, musically, aesthetically, it's pleasing, it's beautiful, it's well made, but I found it to be so easy
Yeah.
that I stopped like enjoying myself. Everything was a formality. It's like, when you solve a puzzle, like you know what the solution is, but it takes you like 5 minutes to do the solution and it's no longer fun. That was what most of that game felt like to me.
I think I could kind of agree. I think the game is gorgeous and like it's pleasant to like I don't know. I feel like you get a moon for literally every like you walk 2 steps and you like
Everything.
look at something and you get a moon and it's just like
Yeah.
all right. I was just gonna say I guess the point is to have you like literally explore like every last corner of each stage
Right.
or planet or whatever, if
Yeah.
you will. But even then it just doesn't feel very rewarding because you
It's
get
so
something
frequent.
for everything. Yeah. I can agree.
I think the Koroks are like a better implementation though, because the Koroks are like very unobtrusive. They're not
Right,
really
right.
required.
And they're not the main purpose. You're
Yeah.
going somewhere else to do something else, and you stop along the way and say, "Oh, I wonder what happens if I do this," and then you get rewarded. That's cool. But if that was
Right.
the entire game, it would drive me up the wall, and it kind of did.
And the issue is that I know that there are so many moons in each stage that I feel like weirdly like pressured to like hang around in one stage to like try to find as many moons as I can, even though I already have enough to like move on to the next world. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's understandable. I stopped
Yeah.
giving a shit. I just knew that I would run into enough that I just kept walking forward.
As someone who didn't purchase the game, I just borrowed it from Resta. So I didn't like continue after beating it because I was like, yeah, I'll just return it to him. And I beat it in like probably 3 or 4 days just because it is very easy.
Yeah, right.
I did play it a fair amount, but yeah. And then I was like, yeah, that was fun. And then it just kind of came and went for me. So
Yeah, dude.
yeah, I don't
It's
know.
total popcorn.
Like at this moment right now, I feel much more inclined to like turn my Wii on and play Mario Galaxy than I do playing fucking Mario Odyssey, to be honest.
Yeah, man. And I think about Mario 64 a lot even now.
Dude, Mario 64 got its engine like dumped into C as like on like an
No
online
shit.
repository, and people are just going crazy off it now.
I
It's
gotta
super
look into
cool.
that. You can download it and run it, I
Yeah.
assume?
Yeah.
Wow. Holy fuck.
It's really
That's
cool.
amazing. Thank you, Matt. This has all been worth it.
Now you've learned something new.
Oh my god. That's a game changer. Because I remember playing the co-op mod with you.
Yeah, that was fun.
And that was a freaking it was a challenge partially because the camera was
It was jank.
it was so bad. But it's also just more of a challenging game, and it means that like when you figure out how to do these certain moves at the right times and when you use wall jumps, it pays off.
Yeah, I had like seen a video before I played it of like someone doing like hat jumping and stuff, and then I was like, okay, I understand like all the advanced movement in this game. Like now I just know it, and there's not really like stuff to discover with the moveset. I never knew Mario had a kick move until I played it on my PSP like a couple months ago.
Spencer's incoming. Okay, 1 second.
Is that your ringtone?
Spencer, what do we learn today, dog?
I learned about Mario 64 being dumped into C, dude. This is a game changer. I'm gonna spend like so many hours going through that.
Okay, cool. Is there anything that you want to plug?
I'd like to plug.
I'd like to shout out Robbie Franklin.
Hey,
Matt, you want to
Shout
shout
out to
out?
Robbie Franklin.
fucking Robbie
He's a good
Franklin. Yeah, we should get that asshole on the fucking show.
Yeah, I've done a podcast with him before.
Yes.
It was really fun.
Yeah.
So did Spencer's internet go out?
His computer died. Sorry, Spencer. What was that?
I'd like to plug Hobbs and Shaw.
Shit, dude.
Yeah, dude, I'm starring in it. So go check it out.
Yeah.
Only like $12 to $15 a ticket, and most of that goes to me. So yeah,
I love that. That's good. Spencer, dog, Maddie, dog. It was a fucking pleasure to have both of your asses on the show today.
Yeah, man, that was great.
We should fucking do it more often. You should get on your ass and like we should fucking do this more often, you bastard.
I had a lot of fun and found a good place to record, so I am down pretty much whenever.
All right, cool. We'll let you know. Maybe this will become a 3-man thing. Yeah.
I would love that.
We'll have to sort contractual stuff out with our lawyers, but
with Craig.
Yeah,
Craig.
hit up my
Oh,
dad.
Craig,
He's gonna
I
write.
forgot Craig existed for a second, but yeah. All right, Spencer, Madeline, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Matt, do you want to say something to Matt and Spencer before to Maddie and Spencer before I hang up?
I don't know how I would do that.
Just tell me and I'll relay it to them right now.
Just tell him, thank you for coming on, and I will send him the Mario thing if I remember to look it up.
Oh wow, he is saying very mean things about both of your mothers, so I'm not gonna repeat that. I guess you'll have to wait.
God.
I guess you have to wait and listen to the episode to hear what he said about both.
I'm
of
gonna
you.
contact Matt's lawyer.
Okay.
This is the last straw.
All right. Peace out, dog. Matthew, what have you learned today, dog?
I learned that something's wrong with my Google Chrome.
The hell? Oh, with all the Polish. Yeah, we gotta look into that. Maybe your computer's being infiltrated for some like governmental espionage.
I hope not. That's kind of scary. Oh my god, that's so funny. That was such good timing by Owen to just be like, why is this?
Yeah, that was pretty much the fucking highlight for me.
That was a good time. I'm glad we finally got Spencer and Maddie in some capacity to finally be on the show. What have you learned?
I have learned that I don't know what I learned today. I learned that the budget for for the Special Olympics is not to be messed around with, and it won't be messed around with. So,
Dude, should have said.
I learned that Spencer is calling me, so I'm gonna take this call one more time.
What?
Hello?
Hey man,
Yeah.
I just want to let you know
Yeah.
that my fly was down that entire recording session.
What a twist. What a
Oh,
twist.
Should have said.
Dude, my penis was out that
Oh.
entire recording session.
I wish this was on camera. Then that's very disappointing to know.
Yeah,
that
we'll have to
this
get
was
face cam set up.
Yeah, it was very
Well, you know what,
disappointing
man?
to know that this was happening the entire time, and I never fucking knew, dude.
I didn't know either. That's why it's so great.
Oh
That's
yeah.
why I felt like we had a real connection.
You're right. You're right. All right, cool.
Well, maybe you can let Matt know.
Yeah, this is still on the recording, by the way. Yeah,
No,
we're still recording.
I've been busted.
Yeah.
I'm actually done.
All right, peace. Excellent. I love that. That was good. Yeah, make sure to tune in next week when we'll talk about that girl with the weird hair that popped out of my TV screen the other day.
Oh, you're talking about The Grudge? Or is it The Ring?
One
I think
of
it's The
those. I
Ring.
don't fucking know.
Yeah.
But like that like actually happened to me, and like I need
Did
to
you
like
watch like a weird VHS tape?
Yeah,
Yeah.
my buddy sent it to me. He was like, it was very like clickbaity, you know what I mean? Like, watch this and whatever. So like
Your VHS tape was clickbaity?
yeah. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, this chick just came out of my TV screen, and I need to figure out what to do with the situation, you know?
Okay, yeah. We'll
I guess
check
I'll
in
update
next
you.
week.
Yeah. All right, Matthew, peace the fuck out, dog.
A pleasure as always.